Hello, welcome back for another vintage cube draft. We open up on this pack. I've been drafting some nonsense lately and with some mixed results. There's a very clear pick here though. It's Mox Emeralds. Not the most exciting, but having a Mox in your deck probably ups your win percentage by a significant margin. It's a green Mox, so maybe we end up in green, maybe we don't. We'll see, but that's about it. Other cards that are interesting. There's Snapcaster Mage, there's some ramp cards, there's K-Command, and lots of good stuff. We'll just take the Mox and see what comes to us. And what comes to us? There's Urza, which is a sweet one. There's Thousand Year Storm, which I kind of love. There's Sylvan Caryatid, if we want to go Niv, perhaps. And there's Simic Signet. There's also Gilded Goose or Goblin Rabblemaster, just to go for an aggressive deck and then look to wheel Firebolt. I don't know if there were any good red cards in first pack. Don't remember. Urza is good, but I've done some artifact decks already. I think it's between Sylvan Caryatid to try and force Niv or Goblin Rabblemaster and force a red deck. A red deck with a Mox can be scary, and red-green is a combination I like. Missing out on Sylvan Caryatid is not as bad as missing out on Rabblemaster for a deck like this. I'll take Rabble. Well, nothing for a 5-color Niv deck really. Maelstrom Pulse is a type of card you want to wheel. Concealed Courtyard is fine. I think it might just be Zergo and maybe wheel this light up the stage. I think I'm going red. I don't mind drafting a red deck. Well, I do mind drafting a red deck if there's no good red cards. I mean, Flame Slash is whatever. There's Fatal Push, there's Fallen Shinobi. Fallen Shinobi is kind of busted, but we don't really have the start for a Fallen Shinobi deck. Could also take Elves and really just embrace green-red. Or Mutavault. Mutavault's fine too. Having manlands in your aggro decks is nice. I think I've talked myself into Mutavaults. Now there's this pack. Now red is not open. I could also take Dark Confidant and try and do like a Dark Confidant deck, like black-red aggro. There was K-Command in the first pack, but that probably doesn't wheel. There's also Shrine. Shrine is not bad either. It's really just red. Confidant barely ever works out. There was also Thoughtseize in the first pack, and it's not going to wheel either. I think I take Shrine. Abbot of Carol Keep. I like that. I also like Hex Drinker quite a bit, but I will take the Abbot. Just try and stay red. Lightning Strike, Shadow Skull Smashing, and nothing really. Let's just take the Lightning Strike. Smashing is kind of whatever, and having enough burn in your deck does help. Inquisition of Kozilek, Dismember, Plow Under. I like Inquisition, but I don't think we'll be black. Dismember is painful, but can be decent. Plow Under, I do love me a Plow Under. Let's take that. Then there's Soulscar Mage that wheeled out of the first pack. And there's Sakura Tribe Elder. Sakura Tribe Elder goes with the ramp plan, but Soulscar Mage is just a good one drop that helps your win percentage with the red deck also. Let's take that. And nothing really. Just take this Gilded Goose, probably not play it. I mean, these green cards are unlikely to make the deck, but Light Up the Stage also wheeled. I'm happy with that, so I think it's just going to be a red deck, and I'm totally fine with that. I've done a bunch of nonsense, and I'm down for a red deck. I'll take Seething Song. Sometimes you want to go faster and you're boarding Seething Song to maybe like ramp out a Chandra or like a big dragon. If I am a red deck, the card that I really want to try and find is the red Mox Ruby, or Mana Crypt. We'll take a Repeal here, probably not play it. We'll take Knight of the Reliquary and a Deed. Yeah, 5-color Niv. Those type of cards still consistently wheel. There's Char, Incinerate, Stomping Ground, and Zealous Conscripts as the card I want to consider here. Conscripts is nice, but I don't need a 5-drop in my deck, and if I get one, I get one. Char is quite a bit of damage. Stomping Ground makes it easier to splash for some green cards. I think I just want to take the Incinerate and then probably wheel the Char. It doesn't look like anyone's mono red, so that will probably come back. Incinerate is more likely to get picked up. Seasoned Pyro, Volcanic Island, Faithless Looting. Volcanic Island if I want to splash blue, but I don't think I will. I'll just take the Seasoned Pyro. It's not the fastest of cards, but it gives you a little bit more play in the mid-game. Smuggler's Copter, Earthshaker, Kenra. I think those are the considerations. And then I think I'll take the Copter. It's more likely to get picked up, and the Kenra can easily wheel. What do I want? I want Eidolon, I want more 1-drops. Ooh, Chain Lightning and Embref Shield Breaker. I like the Shield Breaker, but I'll take the Chain Lightning and look to wheel the Shield Breaker. Now, like I said, looking for Eidolon or anything like that. There's Niv, it's not happening today. We'll take Direfleet Daredevil. It's a playable card. I want Eidolon, I want Sulfuric Vortex, I want Cough, and I want Fire Blast, and I want more 1-drops. I probably also want Skull Clamp in this deck. There's Fire, Ice, or there's just Thunder Maw. Don't need more 2-mana burn, especially nothing as weak as Fire. So I'll take Thunder Maw. Dreadhorde Arcanist. We do have the Chain Lightning to start. Otherwise, there's Mishra's Factory. I'm not sure if I want 2 manlands. They are good, but Dreadhorde Arcanist does have a potentially high upside. Let's take that. Experimental Frenzy. It's also an interesting card. Otherwise, there's Badlands or Imperial Recruiter. Nykthos. I would love to see a good Nykthos deck, but I think that's hard. Let's take the Frenzy. Yeah, like predicted, Char comes back, even the Stomping Ground, but I think I just want to be mono red. Let's get rid of these things. Probably not playing Frenzy. Doesn't look like a Frenzy deck, but it's a card you can board in. So I'll put it to the side. Nothing really wheeled. I'll take the Vanguard. Kenra did wheel. Yep, happy. Mono red is wide open. I'll take Thran Dynamo. Yeah, whatever. We'll take Niv. Don't want anyone else playing with it. Oh, Fire Ice even got back. Oh, I will play that. Wildfire I will not. And this pack is a little bit blank. There's Grim Lavamancer is the only playable card. I guess we take that and maybe wheel the Banefire and probably put it in the sideboard. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping for a nice power card for this last pack, but I guess it's not in the cards. We could take Arid Mesa, but I don't think we're splashing anything. We could take Avalanche Riders, which is a fine card, but it will probably come back. I think I just take the Relic for the sideboard. If we do play against a Reanimator, maybe we can randomly win a game with the Relic. Ugh, more bad cards. There's Krark, which can be fun, but it's a little bit clunky. Guess it's the only red card. We could take Raging Ravine. But at this point, I'm not looking to splash. Or we could take Karn as sort of a mid-range card. I think I'd take Karn as a mid-range card. Probably not start it, but I think Krark can come back. We already have a super full 2-drop slot, so Krark Shrine is kind of fun. Whoa, another blank pack. Guess we take Lotus Petal and accelerate our draws that way, but that is a little bit all in. But there's nothing really. Maybe someone else is drafting mono red, but everything's just been coming around. Probably just some packs that didn't contain good red cards at all. Downside is we're not wheeling anything from our first 3 packs. And then this pack doesn't bring us much else either. Geez, that's unfortunate. I think we take Goblin Dark Dwellers, but it's not a card I'm excited to play with. After 2 packs, I thought our deck was really good, but I was thinking that we would pick up at least some good red cards in the last one. And so far, we've picked up what? Lotus Petal and a Goblin Dark Dwellers? I'll play the Petal probably, but I'm not happy. And another blank pack. Come on, what is this? Someone decided to switch to mono red in the last booster or something? I guess we take Spirobluff Canal as a fixing for I don't know even know what. Yeah, that's rough. Okay, Hazoret or Chrome Mox? I think we want Hazoret. We don't need more Moxen. At least not a Chrome Mox. I need more Moxen, but not Chrome. We don't have that much card advantage. It does make us go faster. Hazoret's a good threat. Okay, Goblin Guide. That's a nice one. Also Skull Clamp. Ooh, what do I want more? We have some tokens for Skull Clamp with Rabble and Season Pyro. Yeah, this is the pack there where we're not wheeling anything. Goblin Guide could easily come back. I think I just take the Guide and then take Banefire. Take Avalanche Riders. Krark came back. We'll take that as well. Probably not play Frenzy. Probably not Dark Dwellers. Take Goblin Welder. Dreadhorde Arcanist. Probably not making our deck with only Chain Lightning to flash back. Take this Huntmaster. Take this and this. So that last pack kind of messing up our plans. We were looking pretty good and now I'm less excited, but it's still a good aggressive red deck. We have good cards. We have a good curve. We have removal. Early threats, so we should still be fine. Now, what do I cut? As much fun as Krark could be, I like this a lot more if you have a bunch of 1 mana cards. Our burn spells are 2, 3 mana, most of them, and missing the flip when you do that is a lot worse than missing the flip on like a lightning bolt that you can easily recast. If we lose the flip, we likely don't cast the card again that turn. Then I could play Goblin Dark Dwellers or Banefire. I think I'll just play Banefire. It's not a card I'm excited to run, but I will just run it. And then add some lands. We just add 16. No, I think we need to add another card. I don't want to run 17 lands and a Mox and a Petal. What do we run then? I guess Goblin Dark Dwellers is not the worst. Or we can run Karn, but Karn is not that great. Let's just run it like this. Let's just burn some face off. Round 1 with our red deck. We won the die roll, I like that. And we open on this one, sweet. Mox Emerald's not particularly great here, but I guess we do get to go turn 1 Soulscar Mage and then play the Mox Emerald, or do we just go turn 1 Goblin Guide? I will keep Mox Emerald a little bit awkward, but I think it's still fine. I think I start on the Soulscar Mage. I'm not sure if this is correct. Maybe I should just go into Guide and start doing that right away. Spirebluff Canal. Goblin Welder. Well, we draw a mountain. So we go Mox Emerald, trigger the Soulscar Mage. We go land, then Goblin Guide, and then I can Banefire this, or I can just Lightning Strike it. Let's attack first, and then I'll probably just end up Lightning Striking it. Yep, they revealed Tithe Taker. Interesting. Let's kill the Welder, just get it out of the way. Don't know what they have, but whatever. Go down to 15. They have a land and they have the Tithe Taker. Yep. Ooh, Rabble Master. We can run our Goblin into their guy. Actually, we'll just attack with everything. Inspiring Vantage is revealed and they get to draw. Curious what they want to kill here. Or if they just, yeah, they kill our Goblin Guide. Okay, they get a 1/1 Inspiring Vantage, and then what do they have? Seasoned Pyro. That is unfortunate, because they have good blocks on our Rebel Master then. Let's see what they discard. Sundering Titan Ravages. So now they have a bunch of tokens. Play a land. Now what do? We can kill the Seasoned Pyromancer. I think that's what we do. Yeah, let's kill that guy. They can get it back next turn, but maybe they don't have a land. And then I don't want to send with the Rabble Master, just send with these guys. They can trade with the tokens. No, they want to kill our Soul Scar. Yeah, kill the Flyer and an Elemental. Yep, and this is all fine. They're down to 11. They're still some ways off of getting back the Seasoned Pyromancer and getting 2 more tokens. Grim Monolith. Okay, so they can do it. They just need to use the Monolith mana. They're ready. That's kind of disgusting. So they blow up our land and theirs. Huh. Incinerate. Well, yeah, make some guys and then send them in at them. They can eat 1, or we can incinerate their elemental token. Maybe incinerating the elemental token is correct. So yeah, I think in the long run this is probably more damage. These get in, eat 1, they take 2, down to 9, discard Emrakul and Kozilek. So I think there's some sneak attack shenanigans in this deck. Their graveyard gets shuffled back, a mountain, and then what? A Hiri. Looting, okay. Yeah, now what? We draw a mountain. Do we just play this Direfleet Daredevil straight up? Let's see, we attack this turn, we get them down to 7. And we'll have, I think I just play this straight up. Pretty bad, but it doesn't look like they'll give us a target for this. Attack them still. Attack. You can kill 1 by blocking. Take 2 down to 7. We just need to knock the top of our deck looking for burn spells. At some point we can send out Rabble Master. Discard 2. Boar Signet at Plains. I think we should have played this Direfleet Daredevil earlier perhaps. We would have had 1 more token attacking each turn essentially. Yeah, they discard another land. What now? Dak Faden. They can steal our Mox or they can loot even more. And they decide to loot more, discarding more lands, playing a land, and then they have 1 card left. Ooh, Hazoret. What does that do for us? I think that just makes us kill them. Yep, we just attack everything at them, and that should do it, unless they have like a Lightning Helix. If they do, we're just dead, and there's nothing we can play around, but Hazoret off the top here. Yep, they die. Nice, nice. Otherwise, next turn they could have Emrakul us, but we could have prevented that, but just Hazard off the top. Nice, just like we drew it up. Then we saw Goblin Welder and the Ready, so I think I actually like Relic of Progenitus. Then what do I not like? I'm thinking maybe Banefire is not where we want to be. Actually, this Direfleet Daredevil, we didn't see any spells out of them, so that can go. And the only other card I'm considering is Karn. Karn might be hard for them to deal with. Let's just submit for now and see. Another interesting card actually is Goblin Welder, because we can mess with their artifacts too. So get in the Sunring Titan and we can weld it out again. But that might be going a little bit too deep. Alright, game 2. This hand, yeah, this looks like gas. We get the Goblin Guide them and then maybe light up the stage, so I will keep. Opponent starts on a mountain and nothing. Hopefully our Goblin Guide lives. It's the only source of consistent damage we have. Yep, let's get in. Hopefully this lives. Seething Song. Ooh, they play Young Pyro, so I do want to kill that, but I'm curious if our opponent trades. I don't think they will, but I think I have to incinerate this regardless anyway. Flametongue Kavu, that's a good one too. Our opponent has some good cards against mono red. We haven't found a second creature yet. Oh, they don't have a land. Well, if they don't have a land, they're going to be in for a bad time. Maybe I shouldn't be attacking with Goblin Guide, but I do want to get light up the stage going. Sneak attack, so they're not drawing a land either. Let's cast this with Spectacle. Play this, and we don't need to do anything just yet. Let's just pass. Next turn we get to Avalanche Riders them, and that might prompt a concession, honestly. Or fire to face, and untap, play a mountain, and Avalanche Riders. Avalanche Riders Goblin Guide, that's a combo. Kill their land, and they keep playing. I mean, they do have Sneak Attack with a Seething Song, so they just need to find more lands. They find Inferno Titan. So they had all the boom booms, but none of the mana. And do I just pay for this? Let's see. We attack them for 2. They're down to 6. We can strike them. They're down to 3. And then, no, let's just pay. Yes. Grim Lavamancer will play that too. Then, now, do I just leave the Goblin Guide back? I think I... What if there's a land on top and then there's like a Mox after that? And this way, next turn we kill them? Yeah, I think this is safer. I really don't think they're getting out of it, but I might as well just eliminate as many outs as possible. All right, win the match. Match 1 in the books. Let's go to the second. Won the die roll. Nice. Always love to win the die roll with my red decks. And then I guess we get to go turn 1 Goblin Guide, turn 2 use the Mox, although it's not really going to do all that much for us then. I guess we get to play Abbott looking for a land or another 1-drop. Can also play Abbott turn 1, but I think Goblin Guide turn 1 is probably fine also. I want to try and get some value off this Abbott. So Mountain, Goblin Guide, and let's get in. They reveal Mountain as well. Swamp, so not just the mono red mirror. Soul Ring, yikes. We didn't get back the Shield Breaker, did we? No, we never got back to Shield Breaker. That's unfortunate because that would have been pretty good here. Play Abbott, and what do we reveal? A mountain. Sweet. Glad we waited. Then Goblin Guide gets in. But it is always scary when your opponent starts on a Soul Ring. Show and Tell. Okay. Well, if they have a big thing to show and tell in, no, they don't do anything. So they've revealed Mountain, but they haven't played that yet. Just attack first. They reveal Island. And then, do I want to play this Direfleet for no value? I think I do. If it attacks for 2 next turn, it will be value. Yeah, Arid Mesa, fetch. Let's see it. They do need to do something at some point. Taiga. So they're going deep on a lot of colors. Mana Flare. Ooh. Well, if they don't just storm off this turn, maybe we can do something. Dark Ritual. And what? Time Spiral? I hope not. Show and Tell. Wait. Let's put in a mountain. They put in a land also. Tendrils. Just to gain some life. Or do they have like Yawgmoth's Will maybe? They're up to 21. We can play a pretty big Banefire. Yeah, we can Banefire them for 10 and attack them for a bunch also, but we don't kill them. I think then if we don't kill them, I might as well play this Rabblemaster and swing in with everything. See what we reveal. Imperial Seal. That's good, but that does require another turn or a card draw spell. Imperial Seal. That's 2 more damage. Down to 12. Now what? Oh. We just get to untap. Do they have turnabout or something like that? We can just do this and deal them a boatload of damage. This can't be countered. Abbott triggers and they scoop. Alright, nice. Ooh, got there. What do I want to do against Storm? I think I want maybe Seething Song just to be a little bit faster. And then could consider Relic, but that's also not that great. What else? I think it's mostly Seething Song, and then we just need to figure out what to take out. Direfleet Daredevil is honestly probably the cut. Is there anything we can do against Show and Tell? No, I don't think so. Let's submit this. Okay, we have turn 1 Chain Lightning, turn 2 Shrine or Kenra, and then Rabble Master. Let's keep this. Maybe I won't turn 1 to Chain Lightning though. We start on Arid Mesa, fetch, Steam Vents. Mountain, our hand is a little slow, but we'll pass. Preordain. I really would love to draw Mox or Lotus Petal. They top 2 and play the Swamp, and we draw another land. And then I think I play Shrine here just to get that going and tick up, but the fact that we haven't dealt them any damage yet makes me worried. Spellseeker. Well, Earthshaker Kenra can make the Spellseeker unable to block at some point. What do they get? Imperial Seal, so they're tutoring for a tutor, but a slow tutor and one that deals them damage. Oh man, we draw more lands. Well, Goblin Rebel Master is the play, and then attack with the Goblin. I imagine they block. They don't. That's weird, but I'll take it. And next turn, we get to play the Kenra, make their Spellseeker unable to block, and deal them, let's see, 8 damage. Could also Chain Lightning them. So now I think we can kill them somewhat quickly, but Darkslick Shores. Curious if they tutor now. So our opponent went into the tank and then came out of it playing Dark Ritual. Imperial Seal. Sure, they're down to 16 after this. Mana Flare. Interesting. And then they pass. Shrine goes up. And we draw Thundermaw. Oh boy. Let's see. How can we kill them? I'm pretty sure that we should be able to. We have 8 mana. So I can go Earthshaker that makes their guy unable to block and presents 2 damage. I think that's where we start. And then probably we're just going to Shrine them. So this guy can't block. And we Chain Lightning and Shrine them. Chain Lightning them. They go down to 13. And then if we now attack with everything, we get another Goblin. And our Rabble Master attacks for 4. The Goblins attack for 2. So that's 8 plus the Shrine is enough. But I might as well just play Thundermaw then. And then if something happens in next turn, we can kill them with the Shrine maybe, perhaps. But this should be exactly enough damage. Yep, it is. Nice. All right, into the finals. Yeah, Mono Red's is a punishing deck. Finals with Mono Red. We open on this one, and we're on the draw now. We do have a bunch of 1-drops, and then if we draw land, we're all good. So I think we keep. On the play, I'd probably mull, but on the draw, there's quite a bit of power in this hand. Yeah, perfect. That's a land, and then just Goblin Guide them. I think so. Next turn I might want to play Smuggler's Copter or just Kenra or Soulscar. We'll see. They started on Scalding Tarn. Tag with the guide. Jace of Rin's Prodigy. Curious if they fetch. Do they want a Jace? No, they do not. Get a Steam Vents. Yeah, tapped. And then what do they have? Black. So some sort of Grixis deck. Baleful Strix. I think we just take a turn off and play Smuggler's Copter and not attack into the Strix, and then next turn we get to play Earthshaker Kenra and Soulscar Mage. Soulscar Mage crews the Copter and get him with everything through the Strix. Island. Dak. They get to steal our Copter? Let's see. Yeah, they do. We might as well crew it then. So it's tapped, and then we crew it with itself. Yeah, that works. So they have a tapped Smuggler's Copter. Now they're debating if they should attack. They probably shouldn't. And then they ultimately decided not to attack. What do we want to do? This Smuggler's Copter is a little annoying, and I also want to take care of the deck. We'll play our land, and then the question is, do we want to Earthshaker Kenra, make this guy unable to block, but then next turn we have to deal with the Copter. You can also play Soulscar Mage, incinerate the Baleful Strix, and then the problem is whenever they play a new creature next turn, we don't have a good answer for that. I think we just play Soulscar Mage, play the Kenra, and then I do want to kill the deck, I think. This guy can't block. Yeah, and then send this at deck, send this at them. Burst Lightning. They have some good interaction, that's for sure. It's going to be a harder matchup than the two previous wonky combo decks that we beat, but that's to be expected in the finals. What is this? Metamorphose. Interesting. So maybe this is also some sort of storm list? Make green mana and black. Okay, I wasn't expecting them to make green mana, but sure. What do they have in store for us? Heartless Act or Soulscar Mage. That is an interesting development. Let's play a mountain. Let's go attacking. Then if they crew, I think we just kill the copter with an incinerate. They reveal and they decide to crew first. Let's just incinerate our own copter. Yep, copter down. Inferno Titan. Well, they're not casting that anytime soon because they did miss their land drop. They take 4. Yeah. Now what? Blue, black, Jace. And they have a burst available. Ooh, Hazoret, but we cannot attack right away with Hazoret. Hazoret does make me want to use my mana this turn and probably kill their Jace. Memory Jar. Yeah, definitely killing their Jace. I don't want them drawing out of this. They block. I imagine the Earthshaker. Yes. Then what is next? Are they burst our Goblin Guide? Yep, that works. And then what do? I think I char the Jace. Or do I Banefire? Now Banefire is pretty good at burning them out later. They're drawing Memory Jar, so they are some sort of Storm deck, but they also have Inferno Titan, so maybe it's Reanimator. I don't know. Nothing. Fine, we'll play that. No use playing Hazoret, although maybe we should have played Hazoret and then taken a turn off. Oh, they counter this. Don't let it be Mana Drain. No, counter spell. Sure. We just need to draw a land, I guess, for Hazoret to start attacking. And we need them to miss on lands also, which it looks like they're doing. No, Raging Ravine, so they also really want green. Play Hazoret here, then next turn we get to play a bunch of burn and hopefully kill them. What is this? 3 mana, 4 mana. Now they tap some mana again. They're indecisive as to what to do. Leovold. Interesting. Well, I think what we do is we Chain Lightning the Leovold. They get to draw a card and that's annoying, but whatever. Leovold needs to get out of the way of the Hazoret bus. And then we fire them. Yep. And then we swing with Hazoret. And then next turn we need to draw a land to kill them with Banefire. Or just attack with Hazoret. Misty, they can fetch. Then they're just dead to the Banefire. So unless something real scary happens. Watery Grave. Tap. Now what? Swamp. Tasigur. Tasigur is a blocker. Let's just do this. Hopefully it works. At least we'll be able to attack with Hazoret after this. Yep. It did. Nice. Alright, one more game that we need to win. Against them. I have no idea what they're doing. What do I not like? I guess I'm tempted by Relic, but I haven't seen anything broken, so I'll just resubmit. This is not a good hand. We only have a Mutavault and no red mana, so let's mulligan. This is probably fine. Let's keep it. Put back this mountain. And we have the fire to maybe kill something of theirs. Goblin Guide to deal damage, and then a nice Goblin Dark Dwellers to recoup some card advantage. Goblin Guide and swing. Steam Vents. So they did get to draw a card. Black-Red Young Pyromancer. We'll get to kill the Pyromancer. Just play fire. Deal 1 there. Deal 1 there. And kill the Pyro. Deal them 1. Attack with the Goblin Guide. And Shelldock Isle. So we are giving them a bunch of lands. Unlike last game. They played a Shelldock. I kind of want them to play like a Preordain or something that we can also use the Direfleet on, but they don't. So, and we draw a mountain. So let's just go attacking, see what they reveal, and then depending on what happens, I will play this Direfleet. So they do have something. What is it? Heartless Act. And they reveal a mountain. So I think I hold the Direfleet just so I can kill their next play. We're not gonna race them with just these cards, so we might have to grind a little bit more than we're used to. Could be wrong, but next turn we can also play Dark Dwellers and flashback the fire or the ice part. Oh no, actually we can't because it's a 4 CMC spell. Well, let's hope they give us a creature that we can kill. Oh, this is Tasigur and they're delving away the Heartless Act? No, Mind Twist, yikes. And we're left with the Direfleet. Well, I guess I can play the Direfleet and then Mind Twist them for 1. I think I just wait. I need some card advantage to win this game. Yeah, mulliganing and then getting Mind Twisted. Metamorphose. Well, at least we can Metamorphose next turn. blue-red. Maybe they're just splashing for Leovold in this deck. Blue Dak Faden. Yeah. Next turn they also get the Sheldock. Yeah, I'm not loving our position. I think the best card to draw here is obviously Hazoret. That would let us do something. They discard a bunch of lands that we gave them. Now what? 1 mana Tasigur, looks like it. So we won't even get to Manamorphose or something else with this Dire Fleet. Yep, Tasigur. What do we draw? I'm close to scooping this one up. Volk also. Draw Smuggler's Copter. In the face of Dak Faden, that's enough for me to just scoop this one up. We're not winning. Anything I want to change? I do not think so. Maybe Experimental Frenzy could actually be good, by the way. And then not play this Dire Fleet. It's just been consistently poor for me. Let's try this. I'm not convinced, but Frenzy could be a way to grind a longer game. Yes, would like to play first. This is a very nice hand. We do need to draw a land, but we have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and potentially a 3-drop. And we have removal to push them all through. So that's kind of the recipe for this deck. Cast Zergo and Volcanic Island. Yep, and we do draw the lands. So let's just go Earthshaker Kenra and attack for 4. Maybe they have a burst, maybe they don't. We'll see. Looks like they do. That's unfortunate. Yep, they do. And then this guy comes in for 2. Otherwise it would be so much better. See if they have the Young Pyro. If they do have the Young Pyro, I will probably take a turn off to just fire that. Otherwise we get to play Goblin Rabblemaster and do that. Misty Rainforest. Oh, they don't do anything. Yeah, I can wait with the Goblin Rabblemaster and play around like Counterspell, but if they have it, they have it. If not, this is super good for us. Looks like they might. Yep, they do. That's real unfortunate. Should I have played Soulscar Mage and just waited out? I don't think so. Down to 15. I mean, if they didn't have it, they would just be dead so quickly. It's unfortunate that your opponent goes turn 1 interaction, turn 2 interaction, because you're really hoping to capitalize on everyone playing some slower cards. They have a Swamp, and what now? Hopefully no Mind Twist. Looks like that's it. Yep. Oh man. Yeah, this is rough. They have a bunch of interaction spells, and that is very good. If you can interact on the first couple turns, then red has a tough time winning. Attack for 2, and we'll hold this Mox for a prowess trigger. I think we need some help off the top. Would love to see maybe an Experimental Frenzy or something like that. Pyroclasm? Yeah, our opponent is ready for the red deck. Wandering Fumarole. Come on. Mountain. That's not it. We'll hold this Mox, I guess. No, might as well play it now. And next turn, if we draw a land, we can unearth the Kenra. Playing the Mox is a little awkward if they have Dak Faden. I really hope they don't. Spire Bluff. Now what? Ashiok. I don't mind Ashiok as much, as long as it doesn't hit our good cards or any creatures so they can block more. They got Thundermaw. Well, I wouldn't have minded to draw Thundermaw. Would be pretty sweet here. We draw a land, so we get to Earthshaker Kenra. And then do I go after the Ashiok or do I just go face? I mean, they can play a Thundermaw and that kind of blocks our stuff. Or we can just go face and hit them for 4 down to 9. Then next turn they can make a Thundermaw, but I think I have to just go after the face. If they make a Thundermaw, they lose their Ashiok. They probably should though. I think I'm just on the plan of trying to draw burn spells. They make the Thundermaw. Makes sense. See if they go attacking or if they keep it back to just block our 4/4. Ha! They have a Thundermaw of their own. Whoa. Do they attack with both? Yep. We have 1 chance and we draw a mountain, so we're just dead. Well, that's unfortunate. I liked our deck. You see how good red is against decks that want a turtle, but you also see how bad it is if your opponent has a turn 1 interaction spell, a turn 2 interaction spell, a turn 3 interaction spell, and then even turn 4, this opponent also had interaction. So yeah, then you do struggle, but otherwise you can just mow people down. That's it for now. It's another 2-1. I would like to trophy a little bit more, but I guess consistently 2-1ing is not bad. I'll see you for the next one.